No, my mailman's here. My window is wide open and you can see right in my window. He's delivering a package. He probably thinks that I'm crazy. Welcome back, my friends. A long time no see. It's been forever. Life is crazy as usual, when is it not? But jumping straight into this video, I am going to be testing out a couple new products today. Pretty excited about them. I found this Covergirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. I found this actually at Walmart. I believe it was $8.97, so like $9. It has a matte finish. And another really great thing about it is that the shade range is insane. I'm talking the aisle was like, it was ridiculously long with as many shade ranges that they had. So I'm also, like I said, super excited about it because it's matte. Obviously, if you're a returning subscriber and you've been watching my videos, then you know that I am very oily. So we're gonna put this one to the test today and see how it holds up with my oily skin. I did also get the Covergirl True Blend It's Lit concealer, and this one is an eye brightening concealer. So this one actually is a pen, and I'm not super thrilled about that, to be honest with you. I guess we'll see how it turns out. So again, I did get the shade L30 in the foundation, and then in the concealer, I got it in the shade 200, which is a light pale. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in and get started with this. I have already applied 2 of my tried and true primers. One thing I did forget to mention is that this foundation actually is in a pump, and I like that. Pump some out on the back of my hand. This is what it is looking like so far. And I am just going to use my damp sponge, and it is still the Sonia Kashuk sponge. I love these. I stocked up on them because they're amazing. So what is going on? So there's something really strange. I don't know if this needs to be shaken up. Sorry, my mirror's in the way. So this is really strange. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but there is a gritty substance in this foundation. You can see it. It's almost like the foundation didn't get shaken up very well. Do you see those white lines in the foundation? Okay, there they are. Do you see those white swirls in the foundation in the bottle? There are like little gritty beads of whatever those white specks are that are actually in the foundation, and they're actually on my skin, which is really strange. You can kind of see them right there. I don't know if maybe I rub this in a little bit more on my skin. If maybe they will rub out. This isn't looking too good. Seems to look a little bit better if I rub it in on the back of my hand, but who wants to do that? So this side definitely looks better. It doesn't have, I mean, it still has a couple of them. I don't know if maybe I got a bad bottle or what is going on here. I guess I must be pretty brave for continuing to put this on my face, right? It really stinks that this is like this because so far it feels really nice. So I mixed it up in the bottle just a little bit more, and it's still gritty. I really wish that you could see the grits, but I don't think that you can. But if I just put it on the back of my hand and rub it in like this, it helps. But then again, who wants to put foundation on the back of their hand and have to rub it out to get the lumps out? It really stinks because this feels really good on my skin. It's super lightweight. It's like very breathable. I mean, it literally doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup. That's how lightweight that this is. And the finish of it is actually really nice. And the coverage, it's not bad. I wouldn't say that it's a full coverage, but I feel like it's buildable. I mean, my skin is pretty good right now, but I did actually have a couple bumps on my forehead. And I also had a couple bumps over here, and it pretty much covered them. What is going on here? Am I doing something wrong? There we go. I thought that this was gonna be lighter because it looks lighter in the packaging than it does on your skin, but it'll be fine. I think that the concealer looks really good as well. It blends out really, really nicely, and it doesn't have the little weird white dots like the foundation does. But I think that it looks really good. It feels good. The foundation, whew, we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face. I'm gonna go ahead and set with the LA Girl Pro Powder. I've really been loving this stuff again lately. I found it in the back of my makeup vanity and I was like, woo girl. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and I will be back here in just a little bit so that we can talk about these new products. All right guys, let's talk about this foundation, shall we? I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to begin with this. This foundation is really amazing. It really is. I don't know if I got a bad bottle or if maybe this batch that was being made just didn't get mixed up the right way or what. I don't know what went wrong with this bottle or this batch, or if it's this entire formula as a whole. I don't know. I wished I did know. Because aside from the little bitty balls and like the grit that was in the foundation whenever I put it on the back of my hand, it's freaking amazing. It speaks for itself. I feel like I'm trying to tread waters very lightly here because I'm really, really sad that there is something wrong with this because everything else is just so good. I mean, the color range, the shade range is just absolutely phenomenal. It actually is matte on the skin. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup. It blends out beautifully, and that's even with grit. That's even having texture in this foundation, and it's still blended out amazingly. Listen, let me just say, when I first poured this on the back of my hand, I was like, nah, I'm taking this shit back. Because I am not, this is disgusting. There is a gritty texture inside this bottle, inside this formula, or inside this foundation. You can see clearly, like I showed you earlier, the little white swirls that are inside the bottle of something that just apparently didn't get mixed up the right way. I tried to actually unscrew the lid and, you know, kind of like mix it around, hoping that maybe that would make it a little bit better. It didn't. It really didn't. So at first I was like, I'm taking this shit back. But then, like I said, I rubbed it out on the back of my hand. It does smooth it out a little bit. I'm not saying that it smooths it out 100% because it doesn't. But then I actually applied it to my skin and I saw how smooth it makes my skin look, how matte that it makes my skin look, how good that it feels, how lightweight that it is, how just breathable that my face feels with this foundation on. It's buildable coverage. I mean, it covered all of the little red marks and little acne spots that are remaining on my face. It covered all of that, but it covered it in a way that it doesn't look like a super cakey full coverage foundation, if that makes sense. But like I said, for me personally, I was really disappointed with the texture in it, but everything else is like an A++. I'm blown away, literally blown away at how amazing that this feels. The concealer looks really nice as well. It blended out really beautifully underneath my eyes. It did look a little bit dark in the bottle, but once I actually applied it, blended it out, it actually worked out really well and it looked really, really nice. It also isn't super heavy like some concealers are. It blends out really, really nice, and the coverage is just, the way that it looks on the skin, it just looks so good, and it goes really, really well with the foundation. Again, I think that they're both really amazing products. I think that CoverGirl really knocked it out of the park with this foundation. I just think that, like I said, something went wrong with either my bottle or this batch, or I don't know. Like I said, I can't speak for all of them. I don't know if every single one of them are going to have grit and texture in them, but if they don't, then I think that you're absolutely going to love this foundation if you are oily and have big pores like me. So I don't want to actually say that I recommend that you go out and buy this product, because there are some flaws in the product, but if you do go out and try it, please let me know. I need to know. I need to know if this is just my bottle or if it's all of them. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on this foundation. I have been wearing it for about 5 hours. I think it looks pretty good, to be honest with you. I think it looks really good. I will say that I am a little shiny right here in my forehead area, obviously, and a little bit right here. So obviously, like in the T-zone, it definitely is a little bit oily. I have not blot at all today, but I mean, for it being shiny, girl, it looks good. Another thing I will say is that although it is a little bit shiny, I don't think that it's a disgusting shine. Some foundations, they look nasty. You just look disgusting, you feel disgusting, your face just feels really like any minute the makeup that's on your face is just gonna slide right off and just be like a giant goopy steamy mess on the ground. But with this, it doesn't feel like that at all. Like, I don't feel disgusting. Again, my face doesn't feel heavy, and I think that it has honestly held up really, really beautifully. And like I said, aside from, once again, the grit and the texture, I think that this foundation is pretty amazing. But I think that that is all that I have for you guys today. So if you enjoyed this video, then like always, please do not forget to leave me a big thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys next time. Bye.